Hi guys, it is May 1st, 2018. I have another word here that I'm going to share with you. I got this last night. Please prayerfully discern this word and all words you hear. And I'll go ahead and put this up. Okay, it says, my daughter, write my words for those with ears to hear. My children, allow me to share this truth with you. You are a fallen creation, cursed with the sin of the first man, Adam. I spent generations on your earth educating men in the fact that they, in their own power, cannot forfeit sin, as sin is within them. Sin is a part of man and has been since the fall in the garden. Sin is in each of my creation and has been since his foundation. The pride of men steals this truth from them. For in their own pride, they believe that they can achieve my holy and perfect standards in their own will. This is shown repeatedly throughout my word, that man cannot stand on his own and meet my holy standards. My plan of salvation is simple. A blood sacrifice needed to be worthy to be slain, taking upon the sins of the world, all sin, past, present, and future. The perfect sacrifice, once and for all who will receive me. The pride of man clouds me. The pride of man keeps many from this simple and basic truth. Men still think that they can present themselves wholly to my standard. They believe that their righteousness is their own, and they subject others to this false belief. This is the reason that I imparted my Holy Spirit to your earth. There is a reason that every man who will receive me will receive my Holy Spirit. My Holy Spirit is the only way that a man can meet my standards. The Holy Spirit needs an invitation to operate within you. So even if you've received him, unless you allow him to crucify your flesh, you will remain in that flesh. So many do not understand that salvation comes by believing and pure living comes by receiving. Receiving my Holy Spirit as your guide and counselor. The pride of the flesh blocks my Holy Spirit from working in or through you. Once you recognize this, you can submit. You can allow him to work in and through you and work within your heart and within your mind to make you into a new creation. Only through the Holy Spirit can this new creation take hold. Only through the Holy Spirit can a man's prideful heart be chiseled away. Only through the Holy Spirit can one's heart reign in me. I want for all of my creation to experience me through him, but so many reject me. They choose the world over me, or they choose themselves over him. They become hardened to the hand of the potter. They do not bend. They are not pliable. They think that they can achieve holiness through knowledge, yet my wisdom only comes through the Holy Spirit. My heart breaks when I see a child of mine walk away, when I see a child of mine filled with self-righteousness, when I see a child of mine judgmental of others, when their own hearts are filled with darkness. Nothing good can come when a child of mine walks on their own. They wither on the vine, and none of my good fruit is produced. Yet many of my children do this again and again, and again and again they end up hopeless and helpless. Let me encourage you, my children. Do not go out on your own path, for when you do, you will surely see my heart break, and you will surely feel the bumps in the road. My Holy Spirit is your armor, and without him, you are a prime target of the enemy. Without him, my will for you cannot be made truth. Without him, you will be tossed in the waves of this world, foundering for direction. For he is your only rudder. He is your direction and strength. He is your fortitude to finish the race. He is the who in my love for you. And he will endure patiently, in some case for even a lifetime, for a momentary glance. But when a heart submits to him, his power is overwhelming. His path is straight. He is my path. By choosing to serve me, you choose him. He will never leave or forsake you, and he will always be right. His heart is my heart, and he will offer you every right decision to fulfill my will for you. He is your buckler and your shield, and he has no limitations or fear. Yet so many offered him turn him away. So many offered him choose to walk their own path by rejecting him. They throw their compass away and walk aimlessly, and that breaks my heart. They set themselves up for a fall because instead of hearing my voice through him, they choose the way of men and leave themselves open to the wiles of the devil. Please, my children, open your hearts to him today, for without him you stand alone. Open your heart to my will for you. Bend in my mercy and soften to my hand. Recognize your pride and see that without him you are dust. Be warned, my children, my Holy Spirit has been left out when it comes to so many teachings and for such a long time. He provides a supernatural shield for all that will receive him. And by keeping this truth from you, the enemy attempts to keep my children at a disadvantage. Hear these words, my children, and most importantly, study my word, for in it you will find my truth and his power. For those that think that they can operate on their own and in their own righteousness, receive this truth. No amount of knowledge can take place of my wisdom. No amount of human intuition replaces me. Understand, my loves. Understand my love for my creation when I made the plan of salvation. I love you, my children. Yeshua HaMashiach.